Good morning, friends. I am Dr. Anil Ganpatrao Gache, Head, Department of Physics, Vasantrao Naik College, Vasarni, Nanded. My roll number is 3. I am giving the seminar on the gender sensitization. The Constitution of India provides equal status and opportunities to all citizens of the country. The following provisions of the Constitution deal with the gender equality. Article 14, equality before the law and equal protection of the law. Article 15, prevention of discrimination on the basis of race, sex, and etc. Article 16, equality of opportunity in public employment. Section 39, citizens, men and women have equal right to adequate means of subsistence. Section 39, equal pay for equal work for both men and women. Gender equality is necessary not only because of the constitutional provisions but also to liberate women's energy and productive abilities. The Human Development Report published by UNDP indicates that countries that are the bottom of the Gender Development Index are also at the bottom of the overall human development and in many other parameters. Some of these countries even reports the worst human poverty as measured by the Human Poverty Index. Recognizing that the development of women is essential for the overall development of the nation. The following factors are driving countries to achieve gender equality. First, to raise awareness among people, especially in developed countries, that gender role is a social structure and that women are capable of doing any kind of job. Second, to raise awareness among women about their rights and their subjugation and exploitation of centuries in a male dominated and patriarchal society. Third, the impact of feminist writing and the efforts made by women's organization to expose various discriminatory practices against women. Fourth number, improving the educational level of women which made them aware of their relative status as compared to the men. Women who joins all kinds of jobs and works just as well and sometimes better than their male counterparts. As more and more women in the country began to assert their rights, become educated and accept jobs, they became increasingly targeted. Crimes against women are on the rise in the country. The figures published in Crime in India 1998 illustrate the alarming picture of crimes against women in the country. The true picture of violence emerges when one considers the number of incidents of violence that go unreported due to illiteracy and ignorance of women and other social factors and various reasons that go unreported would be more shocking against women. Despite the shocking and frightening picture, the police response to violence against women is extremely inadequate and inappropriate. In addition to the reason for the generally low response to crime incidents such as increasing work stress, lack of resources, and pressure from political bosses to keep the number of crimes low. Sorry. Malpractice in organization, there are some specific reasons. Appropriate response to crimes against women. Due to the prevailing masculinity in the departments, police officers hold some stereotypes about violence against women. Stereotypes set some standard patterns of the police response. For a number of social response, women are afraid of crime than men, and women are more afraid of crime than women themselves. Further, due to many socio-economic factors, women victims are given a different place than their male counterparts. In view of the above, the police need to act with sexual sensitivity in all cases related to violence against women. Due to the increasing in violence against women, there is a need for prompt and appropriate response from the police on all such complaints. As the gatekeeper of the criminal justice system, the police have a wide discretion in law enforcement. Women cannot get justice due to the various law enforcement, indifferent police response, and fear of police. There is an there is an urgent need to conduct gender sensitivity training courses for the police to ensure that police officers behave in a gender sensitive manner in case of violence against women and in carrying out their duties in general. Currently, the concept of gender is widely misunderstood by the majority of police officers. There is also a lack of proper awareness among the police officers about the prevailing gender inequality. Despite the awareness, the cult of masculinity prevalent in police organization does not allow the attitude and behavior of male police personnel towards women to change easily. The stereotypes maintained by the police regarding sexual violence, harassment, and domestic violence, as described above, clearly reflect the general attitude of police towards women. The following finding from the research study on the opinion of male police officers on role of female colleagues also show that majority of police officers have lack of awareness about the attitude towards women and the concepts of gender. If the future development of women's thinking is to be seriously considered by the planners, then the planners should be provided detailed information if they turn to such organizations for advice and counsel. But more than that, women's organization should not only be seen as advocates and mediators, they should also be able to participate in developing mechanism to develop policies for those most affected. The greater the involvement of organization that bring together those most affected by change. The most the more the plan will achieve its goals. But it should always be remembered that if the main objective is developed is to empower the least privileged and the poorest, care must be taken to reach out the unorganized as well as the poorest have the least structural capacity for organization. In the future, the women's thinking is to seriously considered by the planners. Hence, with this discussion, I conclude my seminar. Thank you very much.